Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's good? I don't know if I know it is I think today is Wednesday, and it's in the middle of the day, so might can't even talk. Might not be a lot of people on live, but it is easier for me to do this live than it is to record a video and all that stuff. And for the very first time, I'm trying to go live on multiple programs and platforms at the same time, including YouTube and wow, got Morris Hayes, the Morris Hayes in the building. Man, we lost a great one on yesterday. I don't even know what the delay is like here. Oh, there we are. I'm like looking at different screens and stuff. So it is easier for me to do a tutorial live than it is to like record and all of that stuff. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm doing some different things with the channel. Also, I feel like it is, one of the best things, beneficial things, you'll have to excuse me, I'm just kind of getting my day started, is to show you my process of learning a tune. And this tune, this song Be Here, is one of my absolute favorite D'Angelo collaborations. And so I'm going to use Songmaster Pro to get this going and listen to these different sections. So it's in F sharp minor. For those watching on YouTube, as I like to like review what the scale looks like. So here's F sharp minor. But we're gonna also need to look at F sharp minor higher up on the neck. Okay, and you just have to rewind the video to check it out. But we're going to look at this right now. In both places using this, let me move over like this for the gram. Shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do that. Because there's the first three notes of the scale, but we're going to play those higher. So watch this. Let's take a listen real quick for, let me open this. I'm going to show you using Songmaster. That's the wrong screen. Let's see. Let's go to the other display. There we go. There we go. We're going to use Songmaster. You can get the link to this software below if you want to check it out. And I'm just going to loop this section here and listen to just the bass by itself. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this is Sadiq playing bass. My guess is he's playing a P bass. Okay, so there's our first phrase, the first section of this. Let me get this out of the way, right? So that's why I had you do, that's why I showed you that scale there. I'm raking using my first finger, root, fifth, octave. So playing the first three, check that tuning. Raking with this hand. And then taking that same pattern, 5, 1, 5, root. There's the first phrase, then we come back to this. Then we're playing the 5 to the 6. All right? If you're just joining, this is why it's important to, I'll leave this up for a while. You got to go back and watch getting that scale. This is how we turn a scale into some real stuff. I believe that, you can learn scales and all that stuff, man, but if you cannot connect it to real music, it means it will lose its meaning after a while. If you learn the scales, connect the scales to something real, then you can, you know what I'm saying? You have a better understanding of what you're playing. So go back to that phrase. Again. Then we're just walking down the scale. There, F sharp minor scale. But the framework, the architecture of the groove I want to say something real quick about D'Angelo. I was just, when Prince passed, I was just like shattered because Prince was my guy from my youth. But D'Angelo is also is so important. I had just moved out to California when Brown Sugar dropped. Brown Sugar, I believe, is 95. And I can remember hearing Me and Those Dreaming Eyes of Mine for the first time, and I was just like, holy shit, what is this? In my opinion, without D'Angelo, there is no neo soul. If we look at the Last Supper image, right? If you follow me on Facebook, you see I got, like the James Brown is in the figurehead position. But for a new generation, D'Angelo would be in that figurehead position. I mean, there's so many great neo soul acts that came out in that time, but D'Angelo is definitely, in this man's opinion, you can let me know in the comments if you agree or not, but in my opinion, D'Angelo is the figurehead of the neo soul movement. But a lot of times we think about D'Angelo, a lot of people think voodoo and they think Pino, and yes, Pino is an important part of the D'Angelo sphere, right? The neo soul universe, but D'Angelo was and I'm glad. Like, it's sad that people find these things out after a person passes away, but D'Angelo was responsible for a lot of music in the 90s. He didn't just show up. He was working. He was doing, you will know from Jason's lyric, a lot of different things. What am I thinking about? I found my smile again. I found my smile again. Oh man, so many great tunes. But then there's this connection with Sadiq as well. So again, this is Sadiq on bass. So anyway, enough of that. So the architecture of this groove. There's the first part of the framework of this groove. Variation right there. Back to the framework. Turn around to bring us into the verse groove. Now, admittedly, I don't know the verse groove. And so I'm gonna learn that verse groove in real time and show you how I'm going about this, right? So again, I think if you watch someone learn a tune and see the sort of process, it can become more real for you as well. I'm talking about from my newbie bass heads, my serious hobby bass heads. Let me have some more of this coffee. Also, let me ask you to do me a favor. I gotta switch some things up about how I do YouTube and whatnot. So what I would like you to do is check the link below where you can grab a bass checklist, and I would love it if you would sign up to my mailing list. Just building that, trying to grow that thing even more. So now let's listen to the verse section. I've rambled. Woo. I want to play that with the drums. That's so saucy. That's an Oakland Bay Area. My Oakland roots came out right there. That's saucy. Okay, so I'm gonna look boom, boom, boom. I know I'm in F sharp minor, so I get that. Go right to boom, 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 ba-dum. What is the first thing I'm doing? I'm hearing it, and then I'm vocalizing. I'm connecting my voice to my ears, right? Boom, ba-dum, boom, da-dum, ba-dum. But now I'm going to tell you, I don't know what that note is in the middle of bum, bum. So, because I don't have perfect pitch, but I'm going to connect my voice to my hands and my ears. Bum. Okay, so what I'm hearing right now is also I gotta say these CFG, I don't normally wear headphones. These CFG Studio Sphere headphones are kind of dope. A little bit bass heavy, but man, not a lot of movement there. F sharp, B. Well, God, what did I do just now? Boom. Lost my train of thought. Let's work that out. Going to E. F sharp, B, E, B flat. Back to B, E, F, F sharp. That's what I'm hearing. Let's see. I'll put in the count in. 2, 3, 4. No, that's A. That's not B flat. So, okay, so there's something right there I should share. While I'm learning it, I'm really paying attention to what I'm hearing, and I want to hear if something's off with the original bass part. I mean, that's a skill that's developed over time, but I want to be able to play as close as I can with the recording. You can let me know in the comments if that makes sense or not. Let's see if oh shoot, we got a bunch of comments in the chat, and I didn't have the chat. I didn't have the chat open, so I'm sorry. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Shoot. Let's see. Let's fix that. Boom, 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 boom. I know I haven't seen y'all in a few days. It's been kind of busy. And I was out at Vid Summit last week. All right, so let's go back. Um, okay, so F sharp to E, F sharp, B, E, A, B, E, F, F sharp. One of the things I want you to pick up on is what I did before. Number one, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid or ashamed of using software. I cannot stress this enough, because I have seen and heard, like, old school cats. Listen, the software cannot replace you using your ears. It doesn't replace the work that you have to do. It makes the work more efficient. I mean, just think, at one time people did farm work by hand. People don't do that much anymore. So, don't shy away from that. So I use the software to just kind of help me get there, but I still use my voice to connect my voice to my ears, to my hands. And then moving. Time has got to be an internalized thing. What do I mean by time? Musical time. One, how beats are grouped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? We're in common time, 4/4 time. Also, how fast or slow tempo, right? What we're doing. This concept of groove. For me, and you can leave your comments in the comment section. For me, groove, there's a lot of things. There's a lot, Victor Wooten says 2 through 10, but that made me, there's a lot of things that go into groove. When I think about groove, first and foremost, I think about a repeating pattern. You dig? That repeating pattern. Now, using Songmaster, what I like to do, and I'm just gonna play the bass. I'm just gonna play the drum part, because YouTube, even when you're doing a like a tutorial, educational kind of thing, I think some of that stuff is sourced out by AI. So I don't know. I don't know that it is real people, and I think it just flags it. So I just don't want to get into all that. 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Not a lot of movement. I'm going to play that other part. So there's really only 2 parts to this tune, and those are the 2 parts. If you're looking for more D'Angelo content, I just put a play along, and I don't think it's a great play along, to be honest. It's an okay play along. I did in 2015 of Betray My Heart. Now that's Pino playing on that. Betray My Heart from the Black Messiah record, but and I did something else, and I can't remember what it was. Another video I did just recently breaking down a Pino line from Voodoo, and I can't remember which one it was. But if you want to search the channel, if you're watching on Instagram, the channel is Ted Talks Bass. Ted Talks Bass, Bass. And you can check that out. I may do... It's one of my favorite grooves. Don't think I don't see you looking at you. More than whips and they can have you. And as a matter of fact, I want that for you to scratch you. I'm not out of work, man. I'm trying to come with the rail. But I'm gonna make it known, 'cause I want them to know. Sing it, goddammit. G Love, yeah, that's Raphael Sadiq on bass on the B here. And I don't, it's somebody Jerry somebody fact check me, but D'Angelo himself may be playing bass on the Brown Sugar record. The Brown Sugar record. Now, I owe D'Angelo a debt of gratitude for kind of launching my, just hear the whole story, because, I don't be telling nobody I lied to you. My whole music journey in the Bay Area kind of started from a D'Angelo concert at Bimbo's in San Francisco. And this is 95. He's touring Brown Sugar. And I go to this place with a bunch of cassettes. Yes, cassettes. I had cassettes with my music on it and my playing because I was trying to get my name out there. So I had cassettes with my phone number and stuff on there. And I'm like in the front row. You know, I even threw a cassette at D'Angelo that I'm sure went in the garbage. But I happened to meet somebody at the bar who I gave a cassette to. And then they, you know, gave it to somebody else. That person called me. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days when you remember when you like left your voice message and you played a song, you know. Yeah, this Ted, you know what I'm saying? I can't get to the phone right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When you had the beat and you put your phone to the speaker, you know what I mean? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Why is this still on the screen? I know somebody want to talk about Lady, so let's talk about Lady real quick. But before we talk about Lady, listen to my. That's exactly what it is, G Love. It was listen to my demo. Please listen to my demo. Let me review this real quick for you guys for the B here thing. F sharp. So a lot of times you get this, you'll go find a tutorial or something and be like, okay, cool, that's F sharp minor. But what do I do with that? Let's extend it. There's F sharp minor. Now, let's find F sharp minor in another place on the instrument. Only did one shift. Why is that important? Because what do we get there? We get our shifts, we get octave jumps, we get raking. G Love, that's a great question. So G Love is saying, how else would they be able to get that low E flat? Yeah, I mean, I have played that on, you know, I would normally, well, I haven't played Lady with a band in quite some time, but that's a good point. That low E flat. Let's talk about it. We here on Lady. So first of all, this lick in funk, you hear it all the time. Funk and soul all the time. E, flat 7. Let's just talk intervals. Flat 7, root, minor 3rd, 5, there's the root E. You don't even have to hammer on, but there's that shape. E, G, A, E, F, 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 F. Oh, you know what? And I could be the original recording may be in E flat. So So that would be E flat. So G Love, I'm going to roll back everything that I said. E flat, G flat, A flat, A flat, E flat, E, open E. Octave pedals don't sound like that. They won't give you that sound. Octave pedals sound like a mechanical thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but so E flat, G flat, A flat, A flat, E flat, E flat, E, open E. I defaulted to E just a second ago because most of the time when I've played this with a band, it's been E. Yeah. I mean, the octave pedal just sounds like an effect. You know what I mean? But there's the shape for Lady. You know what? I don't want to like ruin the stream by playing too much copyrighted stuff, but thanks for the super chat, Tiny. I'm gonna go. I am gonna do this, but you guys gotta kind of be patient with me. Let me see, Lady live at. Dang it, Lady live Jazz Cafe. The Jazz Cafe CD. Yes, the CD for you old people like me is. Okay, we're going to dig into it. We're going to get into the live version. But you got to give me a second. If you can hang around. If you got to catch the replay, you got to catch the replay. I got to do some things real quick. But, and also Angie Stone was singing backup during that time. And Angie Stone was singing backups at that time. And I can remember she got a lot of love at I went to see him also at the Warfield in San Francisco on my birthday. And I was turning gosh, I don't even want to say how old I was. I was still in my 20s though. Joe from Kent, UK, what's crack-a-lackin'? I was driving a 79 Cutlass at the time. I was driving a 79 Cutlass, and we went out to the Warfield, and I could remember that. What's up, Lawrence? Lawrence? Every time I hear the name Lawrence, it makes me think of Party Man. You Prince heads know what I'm talking about. What's his name? Jack Nicholson and the Party Man. Lawrence? Gosh, those were some good times, man. I had a 79 Regal. I had a 79 Cutlass. I had a 64 LeSabre 4-door with all the windows come down. In my young self, man, I couldn't stand to wear a seatbelt. So the LeSabre was just like perfect for me because it didn't have the it didn't have the the over the shoulder strap. It just got the but I'm short. And my homies used to clown me because they was like, man, you got to sit on phone books to drive that car. And my mother came out to visit me in Oakland, and we driving on 880. Let's broaden our minds, Lawrence. That's it. So we ride, and the hood is just doing like this on 880. And my mother's like, boy, you country. She was like, you are some country. I used to love to see that hood ride up and down on the freeway. Country boy, man. What I had a deuce and a quarter. I had a turquoise deuce and a quarter. Yep, so I had while I'm waiting for this track to load, I had a 79 Mustang, a 79 Regal, I had a 79 Cutlass, I had a 64 LeSabre, I had a 79 deuce and a quarter. Can you tell that I've never really spent more than $1,000 on a car, but $5,000 in a course of a year in repairs? But anyway, we were in San Francisco at the Warfield, but I had a little problem with my brakes, because this is how trifling I was. And if you've ever driven in San Francisco, the hills in San Francisco be like this. You know what I'm saying? So we going home, and I got to get across the Bay Bridge to go back. I was living in San Leandro at the time. And every time we had to hit a hill, you can't avoid no hills. There are no flats in San Francisco. And I could feel I'm telling my girlfriend at the time, I'm like, listen, you just hold on to something, because if we're going to tear up a whole bunch of parked cars as we go down the hill. You know what I mean? Does anybody know who was playing? Let me look it up. Who was playing bass on the Jazz Café? Jerry something. And I do believe he was playing a 5-string live, at least live. Let's see. D'Angelo, Jazz Café, bass player. Let's do that quick search. Jerry Brooks. Anybody know a lot about Jerry Brooks? Jerry Brooks bass. Yep, that's him. Jerry Brooks bass. Discography. Why you gotta always accept all these cookies and see all these ads? Special effects. D'Angelo live at the Jazz Cafe in London. That is Intrigue, Will Downing, Bobby Lyle, Robin S. It Must Be Love. Is he active? Oh, snap. You guys remember Granique? Black Butterfly? Huh. You know who else I gotta get on the channel? Some bass lines is Rahsaan Patterson. That's another neo soul genius right there. Rahsaan. You guys remember Rahsaan? Go round my way, babe, stop by. Yeah, Rahsaan's first album, the first two albums were really dope. He kind of lost me on the third one. But those first two records, the first one particular, okay, here we go. Oh man, Rahsaan. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some Rahsaan on here as well. Love in Stereo. Yeah. Let's go on and listen to. We're gonna mute some things here just to make sure that we stay out of trouble with the copyright people. Woo. Definitely a 5-string here. Woo. Ba-dum, boom. So really going between E flat and B flat. I'm not going to pull out the 5-string just for this. So no need. So on this section, Tiny, they're going, you're my lady. You're my lady. You're my lady. To B flat. There's that minor shape again. Jesus. And also we gotta give honor to J Dilla as well. The whole way back behind the beat shit, you know what I mean? That slump. Come on, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These cats are responsible for that. Let's get, man. My lady. You're my lady. I know. Just give me a break. My lady. My divine lady. You're my lady. Such a wonderful lady. I believe I'm saying one time. You're my lady. My divine lady. Wow. This is another thing I like about Songmaster, and like, you want to test your time, grab the software, play along with just the vocals. You feel me? Play with just the vocals. All right, let's not get in trouble. We're gonna get into the regular line because Jerry does some dope stuff on this. I might have to pull out the 5. We got to pull out the 5. We got to pull out. Oh. So E flat. Me and the Mike Lull, the Mike Lullage. The Mike Lull, boy, I can play some gigs with this bass right here. God, what a groove. Ooh. We're going to take out the bass. We're going to take out Jerry for a second. So for you 5 stringers, E flat, A flat. Sorry, G flat to A flat. A flat, E flat to E. Look at right there. Ghost notes in the right hand. We do this for the gram. If you can see this, see my right hand. Yeah. E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, G flat. For you 4 stringers, E flat, G flat, A flat. And you could play that open E. Okay, we're gonna go now to the breakdown, and we'll get to the bridge too, because gee whiz, come on, let's just bask in this for a second, shall we? He did not funk around on that. He dug in. He dug deep. So now we're going up the octave from here. We're still going to that A flat. There's our box shape, right? E flat. Digging, not fucking around with that E, with the E. But dude, hitting that octave, that A flat octave. Still seeing box shapes. That is not Chris Dave on drums. Not Chris Dave. I don't know who that was on drums, and it was before Questlove. So, this predates Questlove. So, let's see. Jazz Café, London, D'Angelo drums. Let's see. The drummer for D'Angelo's 1995 live shows at Jazz Café in London was Abe Fogel? No, who was that? Listen, I don't know. I don't remember who might have been on drums when I saw him in Oakland. So I can't say, but Abe Fogel is the drummer on that. So I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something to you about this type of stuff. Trying to slow it down and then in a way to like explain it to you is harder than actually just playing it. Yeah. To get that, I would have to I'd have to definitely shed that. God, what a good line. Dancing with it. Jesus. Okay, we're getting muddy there. So let's mute this and then loop-de-doop this section right here. How about that? 2 3, 4. I muted everything. Gee whiz. Come on, dude. 2, 3, 4. I was in the wrong spot. All right. Let's get to this bridge. Let's get to the bridge. I'm not even hip to this part. Let's see. You know what? Now I'm going to tell you my absolute favorite D'Angelo joint. I don't like a lot of Prince covers, but the cover that stands all time is D'Angelo doing She's Always in My Hair. We may have to take a ride to that as well. Particularly the Spotify Sessions version of this. Okay? We're going to look at that too. We're just going to do it. I got other shit to do, but we're going to do that as well. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I should have I should be getting them likes up. Let's get them likes up. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna also get that up at some point, but I want to test the bridge of this. Let's see. Where's the bridge? Where is the bridge? Where is the bridge? Where? Tripping, man. I pick you up every day from your job. Every guy in the parking lot wants to rob me of my girl. Now, I used to date this young lady named Brandy at the time. She hit me up yesterday. She hit me up yesterday. We friends now, but we was young. And I used to pick her up from work, and I used to sing this part to her all the time. That brought back a nice little memory. She's she's a mom now and all that stuff. But she did hit me up yesterday because that D'Angelo's Brown Sugar was like the soundtrack for our brand new Young Love thing. B. Remember that E flat we were talking about? E flat minor and the minor scale shapes that we were talking about? B, E flat, B, I'm sorry, B flat, B, B flat, E flat, D flat, B 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 flat, What's up, Eddie Christmas? We're going from the E flat, 1, 2, 3, the 4. I'm sorry, the 5. So we're going to this. We're that walk is walking up to the 6 of E flat minor. You up every day from your job. Every guy in the parking lot wants to rob me of my girl. And let's see where it goes from there. We're going up to the 4. And then we're going to that boom, doom, ticka, ticka, doom, doom, the breakdown. Yo, now, every guy in the parking lot wants to rob me of my girl. You dig? So if you take out the walks, 6, 5, 1, 6, 5, 1. Repeat it. 6, 5. Walk up to the 4. Then the breakdown. You dig? Oh man, that brought back memories. That brought back some memories. Make you up every day from your time. Every guy in the parking lot wants to rob me of my girl. Okay, if you guys are gonna hang around, shit, let's go. Let's get up this Spotify section, Spotify sessions of let's see. She's always in my hair. Spotify sessions. Now, yeah, man. D'Angelo and the Vanguard. The thing about this version of this live version to me is like spiritual, because especially as it builds, it's like there's something primal, primitive, and very, very black about that version. You hear the church, you hear the Pentecostal influence in that. And for those of you who have any, I was raised Baptist, but not, I did, have some Pentecostal connections. If you've ever been in that environment, it's near impossible to not be. Just give me. I'm multitasking here, friends. Sorry. I have to load the track. It's like impossible to not connect with with spirit in some way. And that's what I feel like in this version of She's Always in My Hair. So we're going to talk about that next. And if you know a friend that wants to talk a little bit about, learn some D'Angelo music, have them come on down. We're just loading the track in here for She's Always in My Hair. She's always in my hair, my hair. No. Kojic, yeah. Very, very Church of God in Christ. Milan. What's up? What's going on? If you're a bad girl. Usher is a guy I never really got into. That's Usher, right? I never really got into him. So as we let the thing do what it's going to do, I don't know how long it's going to take. We're going to let it do what it do, though. And we may have a tiny bit of a lag or slowdown. Sean Barnes, what's good? Yeah, I think we're all shocked about D'Angelo. I think we're all kind of in shock about that. But as I said, the other day, and this is, I am not ashamed to say that I go to therapy pretty regularly, and I think men really should. We should get into therapy. I've been really thinking about my own life. We just never know, man. This thing is not apparently, I don't know any details. But apparently had pancreatic cancer, and in true D'Angelo fashion, kept that, that was kept kind of under wraps. But we just don't know when we are gonna check out of here. So we're going to talk about She's Always in My Hair. New folks, welcome. We're going to talk about She's Always in My Hair as soon as I get the tracks, right? Gee. Dope ass, simple, groovy bass line. I like a good bass line. It's almost up. We're gonna look at She's Always in My Hair next. We're gonna look at that. next. It's just doing its thing. All these memories are flooding out because I was 25 when that came out. I mean, your 20s. I'm in my 50s now. That time just like goes by. It's a freaking blur, man. Don't think I'm sitting looking at you. All of them wishing they had you. And I'm about to back down a bunch of them. And you phone you scratch them. I'm tired of hiding what I feel. I'm trying to come with the real. Now I'm gonna make it known. 'Cause I want to know. Is it the bridge pickup? Just a wee bit. Man, I got some gigs coming up. I think I was gonna use the Altilia Z, but I think I'm gonna use this. If you ever get your hands on a Mike Lull, man, Mike Lulls are some of the best basses just on the market. This bad boy. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there with the She's Always in My Hair. Man, last night, I'm going to tell you how distracted and disjointed I was last night. I woke up this morning, and then I was going to get on live, and I went to look for my bass, and I had left my bass in the car. And if you know me, you know that that is something that I never, ever, ever do. But I did it last night. Shit happens. It's a good thing that that they're insured, but I would hate to lose the bass. You're my little baby, my darling baby. Okay, we're almost there. It's taking a long time to do this, and probably because I got so many. So today is the first day I've ever done, like, I'm on live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the same time. All right, so here we go. Let's dig into this. She's Always in My Hair. And we're going to look at the D'Angelo version. I've never learned this version before. So that's what we're going to dive into. And this is Pino, so we're going to pull out. This is how, yeah, that is how Marcus got his bass stolen. That's how a lot of people get their basses stolen. All right, so let's get into She's Always in My Hair. All right, if you got a bass, like I said, Jade, what's up, Jade? Man, I wish I could have caught up with you down in the Lone Star State. I had a great time out there. I got to spend some time with some family, which was awesome. Okay, so if you have a bass with you, let's learn this together. All right? Like I said, this is my favorite. I don't like a whole lot of Prince covers, but this, number one, She's Always in My Hair is probably my favorite Prince song ever. I just gotta be honest with you. Probably my favorite Prince song ever. And this is definitively the best cover of a Prince song, that She's Always in My Hair. Particularly, trivia time. The original, the cover of this, not the live version, comes from what movie soundtrack? Let's see what y'all know. Let's see the real folks up in here. Let's see what you know. Where does it come from? Huh? I want to see who's got it in the comments. I want to see who got it in the comments. And She's Always in My Hair was the B-side of Raspberry Beret. E coming in on the 2. This is Not Girl 6. Boom, boom, dope. We're going to G sharp. All right, grab your bass. I'm going to learn it at the same time and teach it to you. So grab your bass, goddamn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to E. I'm sorry, G sharp. We're starting on E. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp, G, G sharp. And, ooh, I just scratched myself. If I start bleeding, then that'll be like, make me go viral. I cut myself when I was shaving. Happens. I'm hearing him go. octaves. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm hearing. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp, G, G sharp. Yeah? What do you think? Is he right? Let's listen to the isolated. Yeah, that's what we have. What's up, Jeff? So D'Angelo's original cover of She's Always in My Hair was on the Scream soundtrack. Was it Scream or Scream 2? I'm pretty sure it was Scream, the first Scream. Scream soundtrack, She's Always, in my hair. Yep, it's Scream 2. Scream 2. Scream 2 was the soundtrack. Okay, let's get back to the next section. So we'll... That's funky. Woo. That is what groove is supposed to sound. God damn. This is like an out-of-body experience, this thing. Okay, settle down, fella. Whenever I feel like giving up. Oh, gosh. What a song. This song is just, this whole song is just, the lyrics, the changes, this whole song just like fucking does it for me, man. This is my favorite. I'm saying it right now. This is my favorite Prince song ever. Ever. This is my favorite Prince song. It makes you want to cuss. It makes you want to just like walk up to somebody on the street and just like slap the shit out of him and be like, I'm sorry, but it's like black people running or laughing. You know how we like laugh in a group and we like punching each other and stuff? It's like that. But we're going to dig into it. I don't know why my AC is like... Okay, here we go. Listen, looky, friends. Remember what I was saying about this? That's one of the most important shapes in funk music. That flat 7 to the root to the minor third. Now I don't know Pino to be a thumper. But when I think about thumping or whatever, when I'm when I'm doing with my right hand, I'm going to do, whatever is happening, right? to get it out. Whew. He didn't pluck a. That was a G, which is a minor third. Larry Graham, I've heard pluck that E there. But what I'm hearing Pino do here is pluck the G. Or it could be an open G, right? It could be. Who knows? Now, what I would do especially when I was a kid, not when I was a kid, but when looping software became a thing and you could like get it, loop it, I would like loop this. Let's just listen and we're gonna loop it. Check that tuning. Boom. C to D. He does something kind of sexy right there, and I don't know what that is. Sounds like a double stop. We're gonna loop it. We're gonna put these drums in here. We're gonna loop it. Man, I hope you got a bass, man, and not just looking at me, looking at you, looking at me. Come on now. So right now, just an evaluation of my own playing right now, I feel like I'm too on top. I feel like I'm too aggressive. I feel like I'm too excited. That makes sense? Now, this is going to be maybe a little philosophical. I don't know. But this is like when I have to like self-regulate. You know what I mean? Calm your ass down. And let's take out some of this other stuff. Here we go. Also, I'm thinking about my right hand. I'm not sold on what I'm doing with my right hand at the moment. Okay, but that what I would put in my own shed time. Let's go to the next part. Whenever I feel like giving up, Whenever my sunshine.
Giving up. Whenever my sunshine turns to rain. Whenever my hope and dream ain't in the wrong direction. She's going good.
Come on, boy. Sing that motherfucker. Sorry, y'all. You just...
Whenever I feel like giving up. Whenever my sunshine turns to rain. Whenever my hope and dream ain't in the wrong direction. She's going.
We're going to A. She's always there, telling me how much she cares. She's always in my hair. We're going to G. Okay, so in E minor, if we're playing something in E minor, we can guess that we're also playing in the G major tonality, right? Why, friends? Why? Why do we know this? Because G major and E minor are related. E minor, the relative minor of G major. Let's bring that bass in. Woo! We're just gonna listen to Pino real quick. Ooh, boom, bipa doop, bo do do. Boom, bipa doop, bo do do. Going from that G. You hear my stomach growling? That's crazy, huh? Maybe I should eat. Maybe I should eat. A to B. Chromatic note in between. Let's hear it. It's always in my head, my head. Okay, and then we go back to the never feel right. I'm not too great at all. I'm gonna start it here. Sunshine turns to rain. Wherever my hopes and dreams ain't in the wrong direction. She's always on how much you care. You're always in my head. My head. Now this is where I start, like, if in my own private time, I'd be like, man, let me get really inside. But for what we're doing right now, you know, what I'm going to do is loopity doop 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 and just groove on this, man. And then we go back to the whenever I feel like not too great at all. We're gonna listen. This is the second verse. Even if it's the wrong note, she's always in my mood. Ooh. That's what I'm hearing there. Let's listen to that sexiness. Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. I used to like when D'Angelo would do Shack Rack Me, Shack a Bet and Go from the slide. Shack Rack Me, Shack a Bet and Go. Look at them octaves. Man, I tell you, playing bass, man, is. I got a video. I did record a video that I don't put out, but like, when I say it ain't rocket science, it's pocket science. I mean, man, you get you now. Take this take this for what it's worth. But when you get you a handful of like money shapes, money, them octaves and stuff like that, man, I'm trying to tell you that I lost my train. Ooh. That's what I was gonna say. You get them shapes down, man. You just groove on this shit. So that E is now an E major. And there's the 10th. That, there you go. So if you're playing, this 12th fret here is a minor 10th from the E. And that G sharp is the major 10th. But you hear that stuff in shit like you can always go to it. Oh, you know what? I played a B there. That's wrong. Let's do that. A, flat 7. A, B, C, D, E. Always in my hair. She's always in my hair. My hair. Let's move on to the next section. Those are the two sections. We got the main groove, then we got the chorus, or the chorus. Woo! You see that? Pino's gonna do some other like interesting stuff towards the end of this, so I want to get into that. This is gonna be the last D'Angelo tune we do today. But I really, God, my stomach. Hold up! Hold up! God damn it. Let's talk about it. I'm only playing the P bass right now, G-Love, because I believe that Pino's playing a P bass on this, but the notes are the notes. Wouldn't matter what I was playing. Beep, 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 doo. Okay, now I want to talk about this. Because here's the thing. Where are we going? We're going from E to A. But we don't want to just get this lick. We want to make meaning out of this, right? So what meaning can we get out of this? So we've been talking about that lick all morning. We've been talking about that lick, that shape all morning. So we're doing that 5. It's flat 7 up to the 7 of the A or the minor third of the E. Now we're at the root of the E flat of the E. Flat 7. Going to that A. If I were playing something in A minor, for instance, right? Or E minor. And we're just touching on that A, which is the 4. Right? Let's put that in G minor. So where's G minor? Let's go back to E. No, not E. Let's go F. Let's go to C. flat, or I'm sorry, E flat. Whatever, right? Make meaning out of that. Take that. Ooh. And he played the open A. Ah. There's that lick again. There's that lick again, remember? Remember that shape? That's what I always remember from the Prince guitar solo on the original. She's Always in My Hair, hitting that 6. Let's investigate. What might that have been? So let's see. There's the D. I think he played a 1-5 real quick. I think that's what that is. I think that's 1-5. I think that's what that is. And you just hear a little bit of that 5, which is A. That's what I think is happening. That's what I think is happening. Playing that D at the 12th fret and just a quick double stop. We know how Pino likes his double stops. That's what I think is happening there. That's my story right now. I'm going to stick to it. Back to the same groove. Oof. It's so sloppy. We have to. We have to talk about this. You want to sit around and do this shit? cool, but find it in some real shit, man. This area then becomes more familiar, right? You start picking up vocabulary. And then when you're do y'all know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying here? If you get a lick and then you take the lick and you like find some other things to do with it. Okay, I have been on live almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours today. This has been a fun time, man. Very cathartic. I do want to look at this. We got to talk about this. Boom deep boom deep boom. Okay. Very Steve Arrington. Yes, very Steve Arrington and Slave. Boom, ba, da, da, da. Come on, major scale. Beat it. We gotta find meaning. Going down the major scale. And here, if you get nothing else, man, look at this. Going right down the major scale. If you want to funkify your scales. Gosh. I got one super chat today. I'm sad. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't begging for nothing now. I'm just saying. One super chat today. What's up with that? This is how you take this is how you demystify bass lines and music, and you listen, if you listen to what and you try to learn things that you're inspired by and then start like reverse engineering them, you can learn just about anything. All this shit is accessible. Right back to the E. I dare you to take all of your scales and do that. Let's get back to it. Let's. He's in that same groove, hard in that groove, hard in the paint, as they would say. This is when the shit just gets primal. This just gets absolutely primal. Okay, this is on the... Let's just listen to the solo shit. The copyright people are just going to have to be mad at me. Let's listen to the... God, this is Isaiah Sharkey, I'm sure. No, this is the outro. They're like... This is full on Kojic Pentecostal revival. It could be Jesse Johnson as well. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. Boom. Now, here is where G-Love, for you especially, here is where I think we might be hearing an OC2 or some sort of an octave pedal. Because my assumption is that I don't know a video of this. I just know this recording. I believe Pino is playing a 4-string, so this would make sense to be an octave pedal. It sounds like an octave pedal. This right here is a dope. This right here lends itself to be a dope exercise to strengthen all 4 fingers. And shifting. E, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. This first part. Shift to the second finger. I want to investigate this. I want to talk about this. I want to investigate this. So look at. I'm going to shift from my first finger to C. And now to get back to the... Then I shift with my pinky. Okay. Now I got to concentrate. Thanks for the super chat. Let's talk about building up speed. This is going to bless somebody. This is going to bless the night out of somebody. I'm going to loop 4 measures of this right now. And what I'm going to do is use I'm not going to use the phrase trainer. I could use the phrase trainer. I'm not going to use that in Songmaster. But what I want to do is see what the goal tempo is. Super chat, if you look down in the in the chat box, there's a $ there, and you can, like if you're getting like a free bass lesson, you could like buy me a cup of coffee, something like that. Click the $. If there's somebody in there who can help my brother out with what a super chat is and how to do one. 3, 4. So the tempo right now is 92, and I'm gonna just drop it down here. First thing without a metronome. I may slow it all the way down, do it without a metronome, without time. And add notes. Once I get all the notes down, then I slow it down and loop it. How many times can I do it? I am gonna use the phrase trainer. So now I'm gonna turn on the phrase trainer. And the starting tempo would be, I have the starting tempo set to 60% of the original tempo. So just for demonstration, I have it set to repeat at that tempo 3 times, okay, before it goes up, right? And I have it set to increase the tempo by 5%. You would have to tweak this out and do, what you like. If you want to check out Songmaster, it's linked below. It's a great piece of software. But here we go. 2, 3. Oh, where am I? I'm in the wrong spot. This is where I want to be. That's really slow. Speed up now. So having it set automatically like that. Now, this is, if you had like, let's say you were working on a fast passage and you had only a few minutes of practice and you wanted to set a goal for something, that's way too slow. But you would just set it and then let it speed up on its own. I'm going to do it manually here just for the interest of time. I've been on live a long time today. But what happens when you like concentrate on that one part, right? You get you build it up in progressions like that, is you build up this muscle memory. 2, 3. Look at me. But I can get back on him. How much work do you think is happening with coordination in both hands? And let's bring it to the original tempo, right? 2. You dig? All right, friends. We're at 2 hours and 2 minutes. Man, listen, I had some fun this morning. I hope you had some fun as well. It doesn't have to be 2 weeks of work, Tiny. It doesn't. That's like an hour. That's like 15 minutes of work, quite honestly. It's not 2 hours of work. It is literally not. You know what I mean? Fast passages are easier to get your fingers coordinated with than you might think, right? But doing exercises that don't tie into music, they get boring after a long time, after a short time, rather. But man, I have had fun today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You know what I mean? I'm going to be changing some things. I'm trying to figure out how to announce it and all of that stuff. But I have to do it in a way that is a little bit more sustainable for me, this one-man operation here. But what a good time. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. Genius of our time. I like to think that D'Angelo is the prince of his generation. I say that boldly. I mean it. So we lost a legend yesterday. We lost an absolute legend yesterday. I talked to PD Bass yesterday. If you guys follow him on YouTube, I know he's going to be dropping something. And in PD Bass fashion, it's going to be dope as hell. I think he and I are going to do a collab at some point. That's the hope. If our schedules align, we can get that going. But anyway, I've really enjoyed you guys today. I hope that you've had a good time. I certainly have. Go listen to some D'Angelo this week and get that stuff under your fingers. All right, y'all. It ain't rocket science, friends. It's pocket science. I'm catching the next one. Peace. 2 fingers.